Alright guys, let's get straight to it. Reference is from Pinterest as usual, and I've got a pretty cool looking one here. It's a bit more of a dynamic pose, so we're going to try and capture that as much as possible. I'm going to try and be a little bit more loose today. I usually go for quite straight and uptight lines. I don't know what we're going to call them here, but let's just go a little bit. Let's explore a little bit. Let's see if we can try and get the energy of this pose more here. Let's see there. Kind of get this, and then from that is gonna go all the way down, which to here. I think we're doing that about right. I'm gonna use these foundations like we did in the previous video. I hope you guys were watching. Also, I'm trying out a new setup here, just to make sure that we're not lagging like in the previous video. There was a little bit of lag happening, and I wasn't a fan of that. So in this video, I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. Let's see. So now I'm gonna create the triangle here. And I'm trying to create it like this because the shoulders are going to be going at this angle that we can see here. And once that's done, let's see, we've got the rib cage. I'm going to try and do my best at remembering these. I think I've done it a little bit too much of an angle. Remembering these guides that I've seen on the videos, trying to remember how they work. And let's see if I can make it almost, this is the line we're trying to follow, like the line of action that we're trying to create here. Let's see. Now create this shape over here. Now we're creating the structure of the body, and then I want to also use some lines to guide myself where I'm going to go with everything. So hands, everything in the picture, I need it to be on this piece of paper, and I need it to be for me to understand. So I'm just putting any information I've got onto the piece of paper just so I can make sure I put it into all the right spots. And we're going to, of course, see if this recording setup is going to work. I hope that it will. I think it'll be interesting. Hopefully it'll be very, very useful. All right, let's... I'm trying to concentrate a little bit, so sorry if I'm not saying anything, but I want to point out that poses are definitely something I struggle with, and especially full body poses, and I'm using this very much to practice my skill and make sure that I get a lot better at them. Also, I think I'm going to end up cutting her body off here. I think the proportions weren't exactly the way I needed them to be here. So technically it's not a full body pose, is it? Yeah. Let's see. Putting in all the information again as we're going in. Trying to get the shape of the arm. Then we've got the hand coming in over here, which we're going to rest it on the hips. So I'm just putting in here all the guidelines that I need to make this happen. And then over here, we can be messy here. It's completely fine to be messy at this stage. We're figuring everything out. And this way we're going to learn really, really well, because we're going to know where to put things, and we're pre-planning the image as it is. Let's see, I think we're putting this in the right spots. Now we've got the face, the hair. I don't know if I want to focus that much on the face, but we'll see. It would be good to focus on it. It's always good to practice anything that we can in these drawings. Let's see. Got the knees. I think we're doing an alright job here. This is definitely something that I require a lot of practice in, and I'm actually, the reason why I'm doing another one straight away today is just because I needed this. I'm definitely at a stage right now where I'm thinking that I need to be practicing as many positions and like poses as I possibly can, just so I can get it all cemented in my head as much as possible. And then I can apply it in any of my other work that I do, which at the moment is very important for me because of the little special project I'm starting, which I know I keep talking about it and keep teasing it. I will show you guys eventually what I'm working on. I do really want to get onto showing off it more and potentially making some videos about it as well. That's another exciting thing about it, is that I'm planning to document it all. Right. I think we have a good base layer here to go off of. I'm going to get my eraser and I'm going to come in here, just clean it up a little bit. Luckily this blue pencil rubs out quite a lot, so I can definitely just use this as a base for continuing the drawing. And I can already tell you straight off the bat that although this new setup is great for audio quality, because I have my mic right here, it is not going to stick. I much rather have the camera up top so you guys can see that exactly, and I can work on here just as I was before. It's a lot more comfortable to work with, so I think we're going to go back after this. But it's good to experiment, so I definitely wanted to try and experiment a little bit with these videos just to make sure I'm trying to, see if there's a possibility to be recording this in a different way with the current things that I have. In the future, obviously I have a massive dream of having like a perfect setup where I just come here, I click record, everything is just ready to go, and we're making content, we're making these tutorials, we're putting in the work straight away without any thinking. I just fire up Pinterest, I fire up what I need to fire up, and we're just ready to go, and we have an awesome video being made. So yeah, that's my that is my plan for the future, and I cannot wait to get my setup going towards that sort of development and that style as much as possible, because it's just going to make it easier for me to get some videos out, and it's going to make it easier for me to practice art, because that's the most important thing here. It's the art that we're all here for. I'm here for the art, you're here for the art. We just need to figure out a good way to record it, and a way that's not intrusive at all, way that I can just come in and get going. Because ultimately, although I'm making these videos, and obviously I need to know how to make all of them and make it well, the priority is always the art. I'm trying to share with you guys my journey of trying to become a better artist, my journey of learning these fundamentals, so that it can inspire you to do the exact same, and inspire you to go and pick up a pencil and keep learning, keep trying to get better. I think we can become awesome artists if we do that. Let's see, we're going into the hips now. Can try my best to do the most accurate representation that I can see on the piece of paper here. Oh, sorry, on the screen. Got my reference up. Of course, you guys should be using this reference as well. And if you want to be using it, as a reminder, it is in the description below. And as I say that, my screen goes into sleep mode. So yeah, you guys can check this reference out. It's in the Pinterest as usual. So you can go ahead and practice this by yourselves as well. Or follow along to the video. It's always great to have you guys here. And awesome to hear from you guys when you're talking, telling me about joining in and actually learning from these things as well. It makes me very happy. Which may be a little bit selfish, I'm sorry. I'm just happy that you guys getting something out of this video. My greatest intention is just to share my process, and in the hopes that you guys will be able to sort of share in that process and figure out where you're going. Also, I don't know if I'm doing this hand right. Made it a little bit thin here. I might try and adjust it a little bit. Although the reference is kind of like this, so we'll see. I'll leave it for now. Let's do the hand. There we go. Trying to use my guides as always. And I'm not skipping out on the hands. No. We're not doing that today. Making sure that we stick to the plan. Don't take any shortcuts. We are not taking any shortcuts. We are here to do the hard work and learn how to draw. And that is a good hand, sorry. I'm happy with that. That turned out pretty well. If you guys are wondering, I'm using my trusty, I think this was the first pencil that was on the video, on these videos that I was making for you guys. The first episode we had the HB pencil, just an ordinary pencil. So yeah, just want to show you guys that you absolutely don't need no fancy pens or pencils. I know I use some fancier tools on here because it's just something I enjoy. It's a hobby for me, really. I'm a big fan of like EDC and big fan of getting new materials and trying them out. So I will often have something a little bit fancier on here. It's just something that's kind of my hobby and I like it. But that absolutely does not mean that you guys need anything expensive to get drawing. I've still got the pencil that I used, the IKEA pencil that I used in one episode. We're still going to use that at some point. Especially with the fact that I got some pencil extenders now, so it's a little bit more usable. But even then, I do recommend you guys get yourself a cheaper, nicer, normal full-size pencil. That's all you need to be practicing these things. Also, with the fact that I've changed this setup around a little bit, it is a little bit harder to see what I'm drawing from here. So apologies if something looks a little bit weird here. I am really trying my best here. And that's the best we can all do, try our best, right? Let's see. I say that's starting to look, yeah, that's looking pretty good. She doesn't have a face yet, but we will get to that. I'm not taking the shortcuts, like I said. We will get to the face, absolutely. If you're wondering, the legs are in a slightly weirder position because on the reference, that is kind of the way the model was standing. She is slightly twisting her legs, and I kind of regret not doing a good job of putting this in place because we would have been able to draw the whole of it because it's quite a complex looking pose, to be honest. So it would have been good to explore, but I screwed it up as usual. You know, you guys know me with the space. I always make a mistake when it comes to the space. And yeah, hold on, let's see. We're doing a good job. Doing a good job. I think it's looking pretty nice. I would let's see. I think I can hide this a little bit more to show. I'm going to use the eraser on this pencil here just to get rid of some lines. Just want to emphasize that it's actually her leg that's sort of coming over this part So there's a little bit of like this, the leg bending inwards here. And we've got a little bit of shadow here being formed. And yeah, that's, to be honest, we're here. We're here. Now it's the face. The face, the scary part. Let's see. Got the eyes. I'm going to zoom my head in here for this. So I'm a little bit far away. Right now I'm making the emoji eyes, I see. I think... no. No. No, that's not it. Too close. Too close. Let's see if I can get this kneaded eraser in here. And let's go back. I can barely see. That is Alright, yeah, I think we're kind of getting there. We've got the nose over here. And then the lips. Let's get the lips going. Just got a smile on her face. Alright. That's alright. That's not bad, right? I think that actually turned out alright. Got some bones here that we want to put in, the collarbone. That is looking awesome. I am actually very happy how that turned out, especially that hand. Look at the hand. That turned out pretty awesome. Alright, let's get a little bit of shading in here, just so we can start to build a little bit of form. Nothing too fancy, I just want to get some of these points a little bit shaded in, just so we can have the practice in. And I'm going to also get the pattern of her. I think this is a bathing suit. I'm not actually sure what this is. It does have a cool looking design. Almost looks like a diva thing. Just want to make sure we're not missing out any details. The actual shape of the bodysuit here, the design, is going to help us build the form as well. So here, there's the rib cage, which is almost accurate. We had the foundation under here. Let's see, I'm gonna try and kind of fill this in. Just so we've got the color in here. Fill this in, and then fill in the rest of the hair. Great, I'm a fan of the way this has actually turned out. Definitely need more practice, and we will do more practice as usual, because we're never going to stop practicing here. I really want to ring it home how much we want to practice this stuff. I mean, I've made it a goal of mine to draw daily, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Like, absolutely necessary to just draw whenever you can. I just realized her pinky is out and her index finger's doing this thing here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill those in. Although the hand does look a little bit weird, to be honest. It looks tiny. So I think I've done it a little bit wrong. That's alright. Yeah, I really want to stress how important I think it is to just hone in on your craft every day. And that is absolutely what I'm trying to do, because I want to set it in my head that I want to become a great artist. I want to be one of the better artists out there. And I'm not going to do that by not practicing. And I'm definitely going to do that faster if I'm practicing every day. So it's a goal of mine. It doesn't have to be a goal of yours, but I think it's best if we want to achieve anything like that, that we just show up consistently, even if it's for a little bit. But you just want to show up. that's what I'm trying to do with everything now. I've kind of come to that philosophy in life that, hey, at least show up, you know. It all gets rolling from there if you just show up. So that's exactly what we're doing over here. Let's see. I'm just making sure I put in any little additional details just so we've got a nice cohesive drawing here. I missed out the feet. Sucks. I know. I should. I was just talking about in the previous episode how I absolutely suck at drawing feet because they're scary to draw. And this would have been a great opportunity to practice that, but yeah, you know, I messed it up. It's alright. It's alright. I'll just cry about it in bed later. You guys won't have to watch that part. There we go. That's a good drawing, in my opinion. I think that turned out pretty cool. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this one. I'm a big fan of how it turned out. It's a good pose. We've got another one done today, and we're definitely gonna try and hit another one tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna do this hopefully daily. I'm setting myself that goal, and if I don't get it on camera, I'll at least do it in my own spare time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. This is another pose practice that we did, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Happy drawing, and let me know how your practice went. See ya.